The Atlanta Braves have been one of baseball's hottest teams in the second half. Heading into July, Atlanta sat at 44-33 and was far behind the Mets for first place in the NL East. But since July 1st, the Braves have caught fire and gone 44-21 since then, and as we stand today, they're only a half game back of the Mets for the division lead. And with the Braves being so hot lately, I wanted to drop a video talking about their season up to this point and whether I think they should be World Series favorites. Now first, let's take a look at Atlanta on the offensive side of things. They have been one of the league's best as they currently have a 763 team OPS, which ranks second in all of baseball, only behind the Dodgers, and 215 home runs, which ranks second only behind the Yankees. Ronald Acuna has been solid up to this point as he's hitting .271 to go along with 11 home runs and 28 stolen bases. The home run numbers are down and you would like to see a little bit more power from Acuna, but all in all you can't complain as he's been one of the most important pieces on this offense. Austin Riley has yet again been looking like an MVP candidate as on the year he's hitting .280 to go along with 36 home runs and 90 runs driven in. In his first year in Atlanta, Matt Olson has been pretty solid as so far he's hitting .240 to go along with 28 home runs and 91 runs driven in. Dansby Swanson is having a career year up to this point as he's hitting .284 to go along with 20 home runs, 87 runs driven in, and 17 stolen bases. Michael Harris is having a monster rookie campaign so far as he might be the National League Rookie of the Year favorite. On the year, Harris is hitting .313 to go along with 18 home runs and 16 stolen bases. Travis d'Arnaud has been one of the league's most productive backstops as so far he's hitting .269 to go along with 17 home runs. Marcell Ozuna isn't having his best year as he's only hitting .219, but he has 21 home runs on the season. Vaughn Grissom has been yet another very good rookie for Atlanta as so far in his limited time he's hitting .309 to go along with 5 home runs and 5 stolen bases. And we can't forget about William Contreras, who on the year is hitting .268 to go along with 17 home runs. Now I also want to mention Ozzie Albies, who has missed most of the season with a foot injury, but he is beginning a rehab assignment today, I believe, so he's going to be back within the next few weeks, and if he gets back and is fully healthy, he's going to be another dangerous bat in this offense. So as I'm sure you know by now, especially after reading through that lineup, this is one of the most dominant offenses in the game. They can knock around any pitcher on any given night, and they're going to be dangerous come October. Now let's take a quick look at Atlanta's pitching. All in all, they've been one of the best pitching staffs in baseball as they currently have a 3.49 team ERA, which ranks 6th. Max Fried has been a Cy Young candidate up to this point as on the year in 169 innings he has a 2.5 ERA to go along with 155 strikeouts. Kyle Wright has also been one of the best pitchers in the National League as so far in 164 innings he has a 3.18 ERA to go along with 158 strikeouts. Charlie Morton has been a little bit up and down throughout the year, but all in all I think he's been pretty solid as in 152 innings he has a 4.08 ERA to go along with 180 strikeouts. Spencer Strider has been dominant in his rookie campaign this year as he's up there with his teammate Michael Harris for the National League Rookie of the Year favorites. All in all, in 126 innings, Strider has a 2.72 ERA to go along with 192 strikeouts. Ian Anderson has been one of the few dark spots in Atlanta's rotation as in 111 innings he has a 5 ERA. Jake Odorizzi has also gotten some starts as on the year in 89 innings he has a 4.15 ERA. So this starting rotation has been really good and I expect the success to carry over into October. Now let's take a look at Atlanta's bullpen. This bullpen has been one of the league's best as they currently have a 3.18 bullpen ERA, which ranks 5th in all of baseball. Kenley Jansen does have 33 saves on the year, but his 3.83 ERA suggests that he has been a bit inconsistent on the year. Raisel Iglesias has been very good as on the year in 52 innings he has 17 saves to go along with a 2.92 ERA. AJ Minter has been one of the best non-closer relievers in baseball as in 60 innings he has a 2.1 ERA to go along with 83 strikeouts. Colin McHugh has also been relatively productive as in 61 innings he has a 2.79 ERA. And they've also gotten some pretty good production out of Tyler Matzek, Jesse Chavez, and Dylan Lee. So this bullpen is good, but I do have some question marks about Kenley Jansen. But that's why I really love the Raisel Iglesias pickup at the deadline because obviously he's an established closer and so far this year I think he has been much more consistent and reliable than Jansen, so if he is to falter, Iglesias can pick up the slack and fill the 9th inning role for Atlanta. So now that we went over the Braves as a whole, I want to take a look at their World Series chances and whether or not I think they should be favorites. Now when looking at World Series favorites, we have to mention teams like the Dodgers, the Mets, and of course the Astros. Now with the Mets being in the same division as the Braves, they obviously play a lot, and on the year the Braves have only won 7 of the 16 meetings. But with the Braves' postseason experience, winning the World Series last year and retaining most of the players on that team, I think the Braves I would slightly favor over the Mets. Now for the Dodgers and Astros, I can't definitively say that the Braves should be favored over them because I think those two are the two best teams in baseball. But I do think you could make a very good case that if the Braves were to meet up with either of those two teams in the postseason, they could take them down. The Braves beat the Astros in the World Series last year, and obviously it's a new year, a lot has changed since then. The Astros have Justin Verlander now, so they're a lot better than last year, but anything could happen if they matched up in the postseason, and I really wouldn't be surprised if they did take them down again. As for the Dodgers, obviously they are most likely the best team in baseball, at least record-wise, but I could see them having a postseason collapse this year, and I think Atlanta could very well take them down. So to officially answer the question, I don't think they should be favored over the Dodgers or Astros, but I would not be surprised at all if they did beat either of them. Let me know what you guys think of the Braves down below. As always, I want to thank you guys again so much for watching and continuing to support, and I'll see you next time.